Get ready to laugh as we go back in time to determine the funniest guys of all time.
I feel like my top 3 list probably has 50 people on it, but this is the cream of the crop. They're all incredible.
When we talk about funny guys, we mean guys who can be funny at any moment, anywhere, anytime.
Any decade.
Any decade.
Art Bell and Vinny Favale, former Comedy Central execs turned co-hosts of the Constant Comedy Podcast, gave us their top 3.
It's good to be the king.
Starting with Mel Brooks, who's earned an AFI Lifetime Achievement Award, a National Medal of the Arts, and much more.
The guy has done so many different kinds of comedy. He did film, he did theater, he did television, and he did stand-up.
He's got the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if he did nothing more than the producers, it was so beautifully done.
That's very nice.
What I love about Mel is how he covered just every genre. He covered Westerns, horror classics with Young Frankenstein.
Yep. Oh,
he
yeah.
did biblical epics with The History of the World Part 1.
Right.
He did silent movie, literally with silent movie, and High Anxiety, Alfred Hitchcock.
And remember, folks, be good to your parents. They've been good to you.
Next, silent movie star Buster Keaton, who critic Roger Ebert said was the greatest actor-director in the history of movies.
He did his own stunts, and he's still inspirational today.
A lot of my daring came from Keaton.
How he did that was superhuman. There were no tricks.
That type of physical comedy will never be unfunny.
What an influence, and highly recommend.
Art and Vinny's list of the funniest guys of all time wraps up with Richard Pryor, who's been ranked #1 on both Comedy Central and Rolling Stone's list of the all-time greatest stand-up comedians.
Hey! I'm on to something here.
Really, really funny.
His live stand-up was classic. He was doing physical comedy as well as stand-up comedy. Unbelievable.
One of the most brilliant comedy minds in existence.
I'm looking at an oblivious genius.
Art and Vinny's Constant Comedy Podcast is available wherever you listen to podcasts, and the extended cut of this interview is on thelisttv.com.
I won't consider myself a great comedian, but I'm an awesome audience of comedy.
Some of the funniest guys of all time on the Hot List.